Hey guys, it's New York Millennial and we're back.
Hey, and we're gonna come at you guys with the results from April 26th, yesterday's primaries. So we're gonna start with the Democratic primaries, and we're gonna look at Delaware. Okay. So our predictions were that it was gonna be really close, and this is the only one we're pretty far off on.
Yeah, we were most wrong in this one,
Yeah,
definitely.
for sure. Um, she got 12 delegates to 9 delegates, so it's not really that big of a deal in the grand
Yeah.
scheme of things. Like, it's just three more, but we were off. It should have been closer. At least we thought it would be closer.
hmm
20% difference.
Yeah,
That's okay. I mean, honestly, like if it's only three delegate difference, it's not that big of a deal, though.
yeah, yeah. All right, moving
Okay,
on.
moving on to Connecticut. We look. Okay, we said it would be really close here too, and it is pretty close. Though I
It's
did,
within almost 5 points, like 5.4
mm,
points.
and it's a one delegate difference.
Yeah,
But that's like a 5% difference. I truthfully thought that he might win in Connecticut. I really did. I didn't like say it, but it's kind of crazy. Like I thought it would be a bit closer, but I mean, one delegate still.
and also again, it's close primary. I mean, it
Yeah,
makes sense.
yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Okay, Rhode Island. This is the only one he won. He got two delegates more than her, and he won by like 7 or 8% or so.
But no, actually, he won by
Oh,
12%,
I'm dumb. 12%. Okay.
which
I
is
didn't.
that's actually what you said too.
Yeah, I said like about 10 or more. That's
Mhm.
pretty awesome
So
actually.
yeah, we
But
rolled the money
two delegates, just like Delaware, it's not that big of a deal.
because it's a
Two,
small
three
state. It makes
delegates.
again, Rhode Island doesn't matter. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Jeez. Okay.
Uh,
Moving on to Maryland. She won by 30%, and
yeah.
this one's a big deal. That's like 28 or so delegates. Am I right on that math?
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Okay,
28.
28 delegates. I mean, that's pretty big. Like, that's the second biggest
I mean,
state.
that's kind of what we expected, but yeah.
Yeah, it is what we expected, though. I
Yeah.
mean, we were thinking a big margin. It was
Because
pretty
again,
big
it's a
margin.
close primary. It's closer to the South. More African Americans, and he doesn't do super well with them. So yeah, it's kind of expected.
Yeah, it is. Okay, moving on to Pennsylvania. Okay, she won by 30%, and
No,
that's
she didn't.
it.
Pennsylvania? No, she won by
Oh,
like 12%.
I'm dumb. I clicked on Maryland. She won by 12%. Whatever.
Yeah.
Same thing. So delegates 104 to 81. It's like a 23 her way.
Yeah. Didn't we say that like though, like around 10%, 12%?
Yeah, yeah. We
Yeah, we
pretty
did.
much thought we thought it would be similar to New York,
Yeah,
which it
but
was.
a little bit better than New York, which it
Yeah,
was. 'Cause New
yeah, a
York
little
was
bit
like
better.
18%. This is 12%. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, we were pretty much right on with Pennsylvania.
All right.
The other
Cool.
ones were a little bit off. Maryland was fine. Everything else, though, pretty close, I guess.
Well, we were right with Rhode Island and Connecticut.
Yeah, Delaware is the only one we were pretty far off.
All right. Not bad.
Okay,
Not bad.
but looking forward, I think this is a pretty big deal in the whole like scheme of things for Bernie. I mean, I'm not saying like it's pretty much over at this point. Like I
Yeah.
think at this point, what he's doing is he's just trying to see let everyone vote. He
hmm
wants everyone to get a chance to vote, and I think he's just going into these other primaries just like I want to see what they think. I want to see like what
hmm
I want them to have their voice heard, even if it doesn't mean that
And
much.
also, the more votes he gets, the more leverage he can pull, hopefully, within the party. And I think that's kind of what he's thinking, because he's going to try to do everything he can to pull the party to the left.
Yeah,
Personally, I don't think it's going to work, but that's what he's trying to do, and try to have as much. Because the more he makes it close with Clinton, the more influence he can kind of hold over her, and the more she has to kind of move to the left. That's kind of what happened a little bit with Mitt Romney in 2012. Is he kind of had to move towards the right a little bit because he had threat from who was it? Was it Rick Santorum maybe? I think it was Rick Santorum. But
maybe.
yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah, pretty much the same thing. So I mean, this race for the rest of it, he's not going to get the nomination. At least I really don't think he is. But
It's a long shot.
it still is like I mean, if he wins stuff,
It's
you're right. He will get
mathematically
leverage.
possible, but not
Yeah,
likely.
I mean, it's something like 80% of the remaining delegates he'd have to win. So I mean, like, could it happen? Yeah, but it'd have to be like a miracle.
She'd have to get like shot or something. Anyway, like,
Yeah.
moving on.
Yeah, I
Moving
mean,
on,
if she
which
got shot or arrested or something
none of
crazy.
us want that
And
as
yeah,
much as
we don't
just
want that.
really.
I don't want that to happen.
I don't want that.
Okay, moving on to the Republicans. Trump swept the entire all five
This
states.
is a good day for the Trump train.
It really is. So, I mean, the percentages really don't matter that much. In Connecticut, he got all 28 delegates. Like, most of them are winner take all. Only Rhode Island
Yep.
wasn't.
And he won by a huge margin, like 58 to 28%. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Delaware, he won 60 to John Kasich. It had 20. So he won 16 delegates,
Yeah.
all 16. And then you go to Maryland, he won by 31%, 38, and he gets 38 delegates. Like
And those
these
are
are,
winner take all, and yeah,
yeah,
that's
and these are huge wins for him. Pennsylvania, 35% ish, and like 17 delegates. Like he just won like almost all the he won all the delegates in those four states. Rhode Island, he didn't win all the delegates. He won 10 to John Kasich's 5
yeah.
and Ted
And it
Cruz's 3.
wasn't winner take all though.
Yeah,
So and
but
also Rhode Island doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
stop with
I'm
this.
sorry.
Oh
It doesn't
jeez,
really
it's
matter.
okay. I mean, honestly, it doesn't. But you know,
Case. I mean, I will point out this. Kasich literally has less delegates than Marco Rubio, who dropped out over a month ago.
that's pretty sad.
Yeah.
But I mean, it doesn't really. He wasn't really gonna have a chance regardless.
No, I don't know.
He was out a long time ago.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know why he's still running, but I mean, he's good. I mean, honestly, of all the candidates, he's, in my opinion, probably the best
Out of the
on the
Republicans. Yeah.
Republicans. But he's not gonna win. He never really had a chance to win. But I mean, this Rhode Island, it seems like that's like his highest percentage won. Like that was the highest percentage of the votes he got, and too bad I mean, it wasn't a winner take all for him, but like he got huge wins in all of these states.
I mean, I think it makes sense because like Trump, compared to Cruz at least, is like almost. Dare I say a northern Republican? Like if he wasn't so like, crass, I guess in his rhetoric and stuff,
Yeah.
he would seem like a lot more of that kind of moderate Republican northerner who they'd like, who was kind of like lenient on social issues, more about like capitalism and stuff like that, which like Trump could kind of play that a little bit. I mean, granted, I know he said he'd defund Planned Parenthood, but like all of them said that. And like he was the one who's probably like the least critical of Planned Parenthood.
Yeah.
And then like same with like, I don't even know what he said about gays, but I know like I'm pretty sure he's against that whole transgender bathroom bill or whatever that's in North Carolina too. And like Cruz is super conservative, so like Cruz is more popular in the South, but Trump won the South. So Trump beat Cruz where like Cruz needed to win. So I really think it's just gonna be Trump.
Yeah, it really just seems like even he might not get like the 1237, but I feel like regardless of anything that happens, he's probably gonna be the nominee. Like it's just gonna happen. We're probably gonna see a general election, Trump versus Hillary.
Yeah.
I'd say like it's extremely likely at this point.
Yeah.
And I don't know for sure, but I feel like it might be interesting to see like because right now there's a pretty big divide in like both of the parties. Like Republicans is obviously a lot bigger, but the Democrats like it feels like they're moving right, and
Yeah, with Hillary. Because Hillary is really kind of like a centrist moderate, if
Yeah.
anything. She claims to be a progressive who gets things done, but she's not. She's a centrist.
Yeah, so I mean, there might be some like interesting things happening over the next few years or few months or I don't even know how long it'll be, but I mean, a lot of things could
Yeah.
happen.
And also, both candidates, if it's Trump versus Hillary, they're so unlikable. Like
Their
what
unfavorable
I think it's like,
rating.
yeah, they're
so high.
unfavorable. It's so yeah, it's ridiculous. So I feel like just like both people they're hated so much that like a third party would almost have to come up to just because people would just be so like mad and just like, can we have
Yeah.
some don't hate?
I really hope that third parties become more like active in the political scheme of things because I mean like we see right now there's two candidates as you just said like aren't liked. So I mean
No
why
one
not?
likes them.
You got to look
Like,
elsewhere.
literally, no one likes them. Yeah.
And I hope
Someone
that people do.
please. I think yeah, it'll be interesting.
It will.
Definitely.
Very interesting.
All right, we'll see you guys next time.
See you guys.